Hello? Yeah, I'm at my house. I'm editing this video right now, and I noticed that my intro was missing. So, oops. So we have a lot of fun stuff happening this month. So it's gonna be hard for me to kind of push out regular content as usual, just because we're so busy at the shop, and we have 3 trips planned for this month. One's already done and gone with, and if you haven't seen it already, I've made a trailer about it. And the Tandem Fall Adventure series, which I'm so excited about, will start airing on the first Thursday of December, and yeah, I'm stoked for that. But what's really cool about the Fall Adventure series is that I haven't really been able to just like focus a trip on recording and making sure that all the shots are getting done, getting to, talk and interview to a couple people here and there whenever I can, and seeing, a little more of a story to go with them, like how the Toyota Jamboree was. Because our Colorado trip was a lot of fun for the guys. Unfortunately, I didn't get to go, and then the kind of story fell short, and I wanted to be able to redeem something back to you guys, and just to show my appreciation, since we're kind of approaching 4,000 followers, which is our subscriptions. I don't know how they call it here in YouTube land, but it's just it's crazy, and I appreciate you guys' support. And this is my way as a content creator to say thank you by trying to make each video the best video that I have made to date. Yeah. So anyways, where was I? Yeah, I was talking about sequoias and the trip and filming, and yeah, you'll see. So not just having this trip for us to finally make footage and stuff like that, but I really want to put these girls against the 80 series Land Cruiser, which is one of the most capable Toyota off-road vehicles, in my opinion, that Toyota has ever made. First things first, I gotta get this re-gear done, and this is gonna be sporting the 529 gears. And if you don't know, this is actually the rear differential to a second generation Sequoia. It's a massive clamshell. I mean, this thing is just massive in comparison to like the front differentials off of a Tacoma, 4Runner, and all that. But it's actually lunchtime, so I'm gonna go get some food in my stomach real quick, and then when we get back, I'm gonna get this thing put back together. Now, if you're wanting a detailed assembly video of this differential, it's not out yet. I am working on one. This one is more of a test bed. I am trying it out. That's the other purpose for this trip this weekend, is we're going to put these gears to the test. We're gonna be pushing some stuff. It's gonna be exciting. So it's only Monday, and I've already f***ed everything up. Like, I've already screwed everything up. Kinda.
Do your morning camping things and go wheel, and then whenever the other two decide to show up, you join in with them.
So the one positive about possibly going to Barnwell is you guys know it so well, you could probably set up some really good shots because you know it so well.
That's probably also a good possibility.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna explain it to them real quick.
You have to mansplain things.
I gotta mansplain. So
right here's a nut, and it can get threaded onto the bolt.
So we plan to go to Marble Falls, Texas, and apparently it's not like Barnwell where you can just camp all willy-nilly.
Straw in his mustache. That's legit.
You can't camp all willy-nilly. You have to make reservations to camp at Marble Falls. And everybody's booked everything already. They've already booked everything already. And so we're scrambling trying to find plan B. The problem also is one of my buddies I invited to go also
booked a cabin
in Marble Falls. But I'll take care of him, so that's not a big deal. We're really good at working at trucks. We're horrible at organizing trips, just so you know. That's all what?
Okay.
Come up with a solution.
Let's come up with a solution and a plan so we can start figuring out what the heck we're gonna do.
Okay, sounds good. So this is my fault. I'm gonna say it's my fault.
Everybody here agrees.
Yeah. No argument.
Well, we're not gonna get anywhere just playing the blame game, so.
You should blame the
No.
new guy. It's easy.
F you, Zach.
Fuck you, Zach.
I did it.
Damn it.
Okay.
That's awesome.
I think we have a plan.
Look.
Yes. So there's a couple of options. And I think the one that JLo found is the one that we're probably gonna do. There's a little app called Hip Camp where people let you camp in their private properties. JLo found a place basically right next to Hidden Falls.
Is it by the hippocampus?
Yes.
Sorry. Anatomy. Sorry, I'm.
Not appropriate, Michael. This is a meeting.
Yes.
So man of the hour, right here. This guy, right here, just saved the whole trip.
What? Do you want a piece of meat?
Yes. He saved the trip because I didn't do the proper planning because I'm really bad at planning
You
stuff.
suck!
That right there. So now that that is solved, we got another problem, and it's just depending how much what JLo did is he found a campsite near Hidden Falls, and we booked the sites, and they allow RVs for camping and all that stuff. So I'm going to take this as an opportunity to set up Skippy to tow the camper down to Marble Falls. Oh, I am bright. We're packing up. It's the end of the day. We've just been planning for the past hour, and whole sweet baby Jeebus. I don't know if I just signed up for it. Oh, this is Zach, by the way. He's new to the crew.
Peace. Am I supposed to say hi?
Oh, I don't know. What do you do at the shop?
Whatever they asked me to do.
See, I like this guy already. You're like our new engineer, right?
Sure.
Yeah, that.
That's what they tell me.
He puts the bolts in places that makes it really hard for the mechanics to get to.
That's an engineer's job. It actually says so on the diploma.
Does it really?
Yeah.
Huh. It's definitely fall though. The rains are coming, the temperature's dropping. It's camping wheeling season here in Texas. But it's only 3:30 in the afternoon, and got about an hour and a half left to go in the day, and once we get that done, we can get to what we really want to do today. All right, so things to do to Skippy. There you go, Joey. Before we go to Hidden Falls is ultimately our whole debacle yesterday was we didn't camp, we didn't reserve any campsites, and we planned absolutely horribly. But JLo came in clutch, found us a campsite that has RV spots apparently. So I'm gonna take this as an opportunity to tow my new camper with the 80 series, and we're gonna see how it does. But before that, we need to go ahead and get the 7-pin trailer harness wired into the 80 series and reinforce the rear bumper to withstand 5,000 pounds. So we gotta take care of that. All right, so I got me a 7-pin trailer harness that I'm gonna need for the RV. I got a diagram that I've Googled, and then I verified it through the Sequoia because it already has a 7-pin. And now Joey kindly took out I'm making y'all dizzy moving back and forth probably. Kindly took off the tail light so we can tap into some wiring. I'm gonna look underneath the truck real quick just to make sure that there is not a proprietary plug I can just tap into, because that would be nice. All right, so the harness that I was hoping for is not my answer, unfortunately. So I'll just keep digging. Okay, so our lighting situation today is not the best, so I apologize. But this little white connector right here is the connector to the left tail light, and I'm sure there's one just like that on this side that's going to be a little more of a pain to tap into, but we'll deal with that at a later moment. All right, here's that connector I was talking about right here. I went ahead and took my lovely little pin, and there we go. I lifted up the retainer for the pins, and there's little tabs inside of here. I don't know if you can see it, but I'm gonna get a straight pick, lift up this little tab, and I'm gonna de-pin the first wire from this connector. Okay, so I just spent like 30 minutes thinking of how I'm gonna wire the 7-pin to the 80 series because it doesn't even have a 4-pin on it for the trailer. And I was like, man, if they want me to hook up the turn signals with the brake lights, so when I hit the brakes, my turn signals are gonna turn on with the brake lights. So I went to Rise and got a 4-way converter, and then I'm just gonna convert that to getting it to where I needed. It'll work out. It'll work out. It'll work out. This is pretty simple. Just hook up left turn signal to right, and then right turn signal, and then brake, and then daylight running, and then this will convert it all and go through here. And then I'm just gonna snippet this guy, and then I'll tap this guy into that harness, which is just straight wires to the 7-pin connector that goes underneath, and then that will take care of my whole problem for now, and it'll just be enough to get me going until I can order a nicer kit and get rid of all this. But this is a good temporary solution for my problem. But we got this back in. This is soldered in. So now I'm gonna go ahead and find my turn signal wire, de-pin that, and then I'm just gonna repeat this process. It would be left turn signal.
Left.
All right, thank you. Alright, so left turn signal, brake lights, and daylight running lights are all wired onto the converter. I need to tap into this tail light, run it along this channel here, and then to that. And then that is it for at least the converter, and then we got to finish up the wiring with a 7-pin, and then take the 4-wire output signal from the 7-pin to the, from the 4-pin to the 7-pin. Yes, I am fully aware there's 4-way to 7-pin connectors, converter and stuff like that, but this didn't have anything at all, so I had to work with what I had over at O'Reilly's. So don't judge me. Don't do it. I feel you judging me through this lens, so please do not do it. Joey's being MVP. He's routed the power wire for the 7-pin that will charge the batteries on the trailer. He routed all the way from the front and has been coming all the way to the back. And it is fused up front. So, but yeah, sweet. This is awful. But it works. I need to work for 2 weekends. I'm gonna order tonight a proper kit for this. And then we're gonna just go and tear this all apart and redo it all over again. But I just need it to work for this weekend and the next weekend. And I'm completely happy. Wait, the Sequoia is towing the next weekend. So I just need to work this weekend and then I can replace it all. All right, so with that, I gotta clean up, put some tools away, and get going home. And then we'll hook up the trailer and we're gonna see if it works with the trailer. Hopefully it does. And then tomorrow, or the next episode, we're gonna take the rear bumper off, weld it, support it, and all that stuff that we need to do, and wire the brake controller, and then Skippy's ready to tow. And we need to change its oil too, so. Yeesh. All right, I just got home. I backed up the 80 to the trailer. I gotta figure out something, because when the spare tire is on the back of the 80, it hits the propane tank. So you probably can't really see very well right now. I'll try to get a flashlight. It is also raining, so but yeah, the tanks, the propane tanks hit the spare tire. I think it's fine once I take the spare tire off, but I won't know until I test that. Once I get the bumper reinforced, which we'll be doing that tomorrow. But let's go ahead and test all the lighting, because it's starting to rain real bad. So we'll turn on the headlights. There we go. And we got headlights. We got lights all the way around. How should you look in the back? Can't look that way. Hold on. We got tail lights and everything. All backlighting is on. This is fantastic. All right, got to key it on. Right blinker. I think I see it right there. You got blinky blinks. That's good. Bella's barking. Left blinker, let's go all the way back there and check it out. It's kind of weak, but it's working. I won't be driving this at night, hopefully. See if y'all can see. I'm gonna go ahead and push the brakes. Yep, we got brake lights. We're in business, guys. We're in business. And we got full voltage. Okay, we're gonna turn off the HCJ. All right, cool. So we got voltage. We got everything we need. So, out of breath. It's raining. It's actually cold in this little thing. But I gotta move vehicles around. I'm gonna turn on a little heater in here. Let that warm up the camper a little bit. And then we're gonna see how that does. But anyways, guys, that's gonna be it for this episode. Thank you so much if you stayed through the whole thing. I really appreciate it. It means a lot to me. If you like the video, hit the like button. If you don't like it, hit the dislike button. It makes me very sad, but you know, it lets us know how we're doing. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. I appreciate it, and y'all have a good one.